Hello and welcome. People often ask me, what is it exactly that I do? Is it Reiki, quantum healing, aura surgery, or classic energy work? But more often they ask, what makes your work different? What sets you apart? My answer is simple. It's not about one single method. True, lasting healing never touches one part. It must reach the whole human being across all levels. Because every issue, every blockage, every symptom appears on 4 levels at once. It appears physically, in the mind and awareness, in the energy field around us, and in the soul. When we address only 1 or 2 of these layers, something always remains unresolved. Like cutting weeds at the surface while leaving the roots. That's why my approach is integrative and holistic. I combine the most effective methods to enable healing on all levels, deeply, sustainably, and often faster than expected. Let's start with the body. You can often see a person's survival patterns in their posture and build. There are 5 core protective patterns that form in childhood. When a child is overwhelmed, hurt, or emotionally neglected. These patterns shape our behavior, our posture, our expression, our energy, and even our thoughts. Why? Because the body stores emotional experiences. A child who feels constant rejection may physically shrink. One who lives in fear instinctively lowers their head. And these patterns shape the adult body. They once helped us survive, but if they stay unconscious, they keep limiting us, even when the threat is long gone. Here's something essential. Water stores emotion. If you know the work of Masaru Emoto, this will sound familiar. About 70% of the water in our body is stored in the fascia. Fascia hold not only physical tension, but also unresolved emotional experiences. That's why fascia release can unlock deep emotional healing. But it requires inner stability. If someone is not ready to face what surfaces, there is a risk of re-traumatization. Now, let's move to consciousness, to the mind. Healing begins the moment we are willing to look within. When we stop blaming the outside and take full responsibility for our inner world. What happened to you wasn't your fault, but what you do with it now is your responsibility. No one can remove your pain for you, but you can learn to release it actively and consciously. We are powerful beings, and once we recognize that, we are no longer victims. We become creators of our lives. And that's where healing truly begins. When I realized that everything I've experienced has happened for me, not to me, I can transform it. Suddenly life starts to flow. But for life to flow, our energy system must be open. When chakras are blocked, we lack the very qualities we need to move forward. Stability, self-love, clarity, and strength. Imagine you're a race car, but your engine is stuck. You press the gas, but you're not moving. Eventually you start to think, what is wrong with me? But it's not you. It's your system, it's blocked. And energy that doesn't flow keeps you stuck. Our thoughts, our feelings, our energy, they create our reality. What we believe about ourselves shapes what we experience outside. That is not esoteric fluff, that's lived psychobiology. Even our organs store emotions. The liver stores, for example, anger. The lungs hold grief. The kidneys fear and survival anxiety. If we only treat the symptom, the organic problem, we miss the root. A tumor may be removed, but if the underlying emotion isn't addressed, the issue may return in another form. So, healing is not about making a problem disappear. Healing is about understanding, feeling, and integrating. And then there is the fourth level, the soul. If you have already done a lot, therapy, self-development, energy work, you read books, you committed to programs, and you still feel stuck or misaligned, chances are it's the soul level that's asking for attention. Maybe you're living from ego, not from your soul's blueprint. Maybe there's a vow, a soul contract, or past life trauma that still holds you back. Soul healing is just as real and just as necessary. True depression often begins when the soul no longer wants to play the role you've been performing in this life. That's why my work is what it is: deep, multidimensional, and holistic. Because one aspect is never enough. We are not just bodies, we are awareness, we are energy, we are soul. If this speaks to you, if you feel you've gone as far as you can on your own, reach out to me. I'm here to walk with you where you can't go alone. And maybe you feel the calling to help others on this level too, to expand your own work and take it to the next dimension. You'll find all the details about my training programs here under the fifthtelement.center. And yes, I'm in the process of building a healing center, a space for true transformation, a sanctuary for realignment, rest, and connection. Maybe it calls you. Maybe you'll be part of it. One thing is certain. We need more people who truly understand how healing works. People willing to walk this path with heart, with clarity, with depth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your trust. And maybe we'll walk a part of this path together.